There's an old saying, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. The wisdom behind this is the idea that we think something else that we're not currently doing or haven't currently experienced might be a better option for us than what we're experiencing today. It's, sort of the FOMO, fear of missing out syndrome, or as it's been reported, a failure to commit, a weakness to the idea of commitment. Although, from my experience, when we think of the grass being greener on the other side, there's a couple of other things that are really important to consider that maybe go a little bit deeper, maybe go a little bit more into the psychology of it. And I want to share those with you now. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp, and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. So I did a video here called Comparison is the Thief of Joy. And that wisdom basically means the situation that we're in doesn't look as good because we've seen someone else in another situation that it looks better than us. That is generally where this idea of the grass is always greener. Where the pitfalls are for this, and reason why this kind of goes so deep, is because we are in that situation of thinking another option is better for us than the one we're in now because of fear or fantasy. Neither of those two are the soil that we want to plant seeds in for the future of our lives, our growth, our profession. But it's very dangerous when we get to that point where fear of what we're going through now, whether it's missing out or I don't see clearly my future in the role I'm in now, so I'm afraid that if I don't take something else, let's say, or fantasy, because the digital evidence that other people are always doing better than us, it's so mountainous, we fantasize that we can have that other thing as well. So it's not healthy for us to be thinking based on fear or fantasy. Could another opportunity be better than the one that you're in now? Oh yeah. But if we're choosing from fear or fantasy, the risk of making that choice, which would be unseen because we got those blockers, will still be huge. So what I recommend is to consider when, okay, my situation isn't great. Ask yourself first, how often do I feel like this? Is this a pattern in my life? Because if you find yourself in that mode where, man, I want to change. I just feel like things are dry and dead for me here. It'd be much better if I was in that other company. That's an indication that the risk of making the change won't be fulfilling. Little quick side note, what's very interesting is, I think I can say that the science shows, because this is known as the grass is greener syndrome, but science tends to show that the person will get over there and feel really excited about their choice for a short period of time. And then in order to continue that excitement, so they don't regret the choice, they tend to lie to themselves. And that's when I say they, we do. This is what happens with us. I've known so many people who have left the companies that I was in with them, and they were really excited about another opportunity, and it didn't work out for them at all. And they ended up coming back or going yet to another company. So when we think about that other option for us, we want to do a risk analysis, even just a simple one. And that's basically to disqualify whether or not we're fantasizing. So find out, is the outcome of that future choice going to create something better for you than what you experience now? There's a very simple process to make a decision if it's down to one of two. You're in a certain situation now, and you're not sure if the future one will be better. And we don't want to give in to the fear or fantasy, so we analyze it using what's known as the pain-gain model of decision making. I've done it here before. You can look it up. You can just type in the search bar. But it's basically, we look at present pain, present gain, future pain, and future gain, and compare them. I won't go over the exact process, but if you would do a quick search here, the pain-gain model of decision making. And what the process ultimately brings you down to, this multiple step process, is the question: if you could, by doing this new thing, keep the current gain and not have the future pain of that new decision, would you want to do it? If the answer to that is yes, then that's the formula for saying, okay, I'm not using fantasy here. I realize it's going to take some effort. I want to make sure I minimize my risk of that future pain. I also want to make sure when I'm trying that new thing, that the new thing keeps my current gain as well, okay? Pain gain model decision making is a way to think about it. Ultimately, the grass could be greener. The consequences of taking that risk without first determining whether there's fear keeping me from, making my thing better here, or there's fantasy fueling my desire for something in the future, it could not be a great decision. As I've heard say when I was getting ready for this video and did some research, and I don't know who said it, but they said the grass is always greener for those who tend the grass the most. Or I've heard another one, the grass is greener for those who water it or tend it in general. Yeah, that can be true, but that dismisses the fact that sometimes there is a better opportunity. Use a very simple system like the pain gain model decision making to determine whether or not you have fear and fantasy involved, and to make sure those risks are removed. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation, and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.